Good evening, everybody. It's Thanksgiving Day, so happy Thanksgiving Day. We'll see how many people we have come on because often it's a very busy day for everybody. But I'm here, and some people are here, and some I have on my paper. So we're going to begin. Begin at the beginning, as they say. Well, I don't know about what sort of day you had. We had friends had me over for turkey dinner yesterday, and I ate leftovers tonight. So I had two turkey dinners yesterday and today. Lovely. And I've still got more to have tomorrow. So we're doing well in the turkey part. And yeah, it's kind of nice when people get it. So today I had a kind of lazy day. I've been a little bit tired, so I really took the day off and read, and a friend visited for a wee while and fielded a few phone calls and things. But other than that, just getting ready for tonight. So I hadn't done this for a while. I don't know why. Is my God box insight cards, and I thought, I wonder what will come up for Thanksgiving Day. And what I pulled was, and I think we've had this before too, it's a turtle. Slow down. You're going too fast. You got to make the moment last. Paul Simon said that. And on the other side, it says, what I am seeking, sorry, not sinking. Oh dear. I am now seeking is now sinking me. I had to read this a couple of times. I'm going to read it again. Doesn't say who wrote this. What I am seeking is now seeking me. So think about that for a little while. I had to. What I'm seeking is actually looking at me, trying to figure. So in other words, we're attracting to us what is coming, what is there. And so that it all comes together. You get what you want, basically, right? So first of all, Kayla, who's just come on now saying Happy Thanksgiving, sent me a text earlier, and she wanted to have a treatment on sleeping peacefully through the night, and plus ongoing healing with the right side of her body. That's still after a car accident she had. It's got a wee while ago now. But yeah, sometimes these it seems like a little car accident, but it has quite an effect when you're involved in it. Now, she didn't give me any numbers. So, of course, I did what I tend to do is created them. And I got 3, which is the Empress, love, 12, which is the Hangman, acceptance, and 1, the Magician. So I just want to say with that is sometimes we have to accept things take a little longer than we would like, number 1, but everything is possible. And of course, love is everywhere with all that. So let me just move into treatment for Kayla right now. I know there is one power and there is one essence. And I know that as I speak my word, my word goes into that essence. And I speak my word for Kayla. And as I speak my word for Kayla, I know that as the love within her heart and as the relaxation comes and she accepts that the peaceful sleep also arrives, that she can sleep through the night. And that her body, which has the effects of an accident, is slowly, it feels slowly. It's not a fast fix, but it's like it leaves. And so healing is ongoing as the peaceful sleep is happening. So there is this peaceful sleep taking place as she's healing. So everything is possible. I think that just a little bit of time here is just relaxing and in knowing that it is all coming together exactly the way that you want. Now, Marion put something in here for me too. She said, my prayer is on patience, 8/16/22. My new glasses still will not stay up on my face. And so I'm sorry, I'm always adjusting them. And I haven't gone into the optometrist because I'd already been in twice, just the third time to say, will you please make these right? Anyway, So for Marion, who wants patience, we've got 8, 16, and 22. Strength, tower, and faith. I think, yeah, 16's tower. I have to think about that for a minute. Yeah, it is. Life is about balance, which is what strength is about bringing the power from above into and implementing it into your life. If for those of us that do hands-on healing at all, that's especially what happens and takes place. The tower is, though, when something occurs, we always have a choice. Do we just let it go? Which is really what it's saying to do. Or do we stew on it for a long time? Or we try and figure out the solution or whatever. And this says, because of the Fool being in 22, is to have faith. To have faith in the higher power, that the higher power will take care of everything. And when you live a lot in prayer, well, I'm going to call it prayer for a moment, but in doing these treatments and awarenesses, you become extremely aware of how important it is to maintain exactly what you're wanting to create, and you let go. Can't be on your agenda. It can't be that this is the way it is, because within the tarot, the universe strikes it and we have a choice. We hold on to it's supposed to be this way, or we let go. And when we let go, that's when faith can come in, and we have patience and we have an awareness that you might want to say the universe's law, God's world, whatever. For me, it's that loving force is in action. So all those things are happening. So for Marion, that is like a letting go of things that don't fit how it is, because you have the strength, you have the connection, you have the awareness. So it's the letting go. So the faith that the universe will take care of it comes in, and therefore it will be. And as I release this, I say, and so it is. Okay, Karen. Oops, what have I done there? Something that's, there we go. Get rid of that. Happy Thanksgiving, Karen, and glad you're here. Greetings, Norma. I sent you healing today. I was resting. No kidding. I just got up to eat a few things. And it's not quite true. Every now and again, I'd get up and do something in my house, which is falling away again a little bit. I would love a treatment for increased inner harmony. Hang on, Karen. I've got to write that down, as you know. Doesn't hold it in my mind too much anymore. Increased. Hang on a minute. I got increased inner harmony. Okay. Yeah, we can get pretty messed up in there. 3, 13, and 22. Here's another 20. For those that watch regularly, you'll notice that so often then numbers start coming up. This is the second 22 we've got. So I find that interesting. So we've got the Empress again, love. 13, death is the growth. Man, you seem to be getting that symbol almost weekly. And 22 is faith, is the faith. Just want to get a handle on that. So I think this is about trust. Increased inner harmony is trusting the path and having faith in the path. You're still in transition, learning how love works, learning how love can bring inner harmony, peace, contentment. Because when we're moving through things, very often we're trying to figure it out mentally, when in fact it's just a journey of traveling bit by bit as we go through. And so consequently, it is always, Marion says Karen has 12, not 13. That's my glasses. Oh, you're right. You have 12, not 13. Okay. So that's acceptance. That does take a little bit of a change. So I'm glad I hadn't gone to treatment yet. Love, and that's acceptance. And that reminds me a little bit of what Kayla had. First two numbers are the same. 22, two of the, okay, interesting. Okay, let's go back to looking at this. Sorry about, thank you, Marion. I actually looked up and saw that. Yeah, I really, it's annoying me tonight, these new glasses, but I know the other ones I can't see at all. So there, I'll hold them there. That'll work. So anyway, Karen, love, acceptance of what is, and 22, having the faith it will be okay. The progression of change, the progression of things that are around, very often it's accept. It's the main element I find very often in our lives. So let's do a treatment on that, Karen. I know there is one power and one essence, and I know that as I speak my word for Karen, that the inner harmony that is already being created is increased. It's like we amp it up a little more. Knowing that the love force exists, knowing the love force is always there, always wanting to express, always wanting to work. It is the acceptance of that. Harmony, in a way, it represents, I feel, the number 8 a lot, having inner harmony. It's about being able to apply above into our world. And it's the acceptance that you can do that, the acceptance of your own power, the acceptance of the where you're at, so that you can move forward with faith. It comes to me as I treat that the mind gets, and it's true, inner harmony is your mind gets in the way. And when your mind gets in the way, you don't have that inner harmony that you're looking for. And so that creates part of the issue. So I give thanks for that knowledge that's come in and the awareness, because you have done so well in this periods of time that you've worked with us and the transitions that you have gone through. And I think this is a part of making sure you're not overthinking or getting in your head, but you're staying in your heart and accepting what is, and you move forward knowing it all works exactly as it needs to. I give thanks in the knowledge of this. I give thanks in knowing that the power of love works with you, and that the power of love will consistently work with you as you move forward. And as I release this thought, I know that is true for Karen, and I say, and so it is. Thank you. Christine, hello. Okay, let me see what you said here, dear. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to put these glasses right. Gosh, I'm going to have to get to that place this week. Happy anniversary. I would appreciate help with self-love and acceptance. Sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm just giggling because because that's what happens. Self-help and acceptance is the biggie hard one. And with 9, 13, and 17, let's look at the numbers. The 9 is the hermit, looking inside, while 13 is the death symbol of movement forward through newness. Now, it's like through the desert in a way. You're leaving what you know and you're heading somewhere, but you're not there yet. And that is not always the easiest, but you've got 17 here, which is the star, which is balance, balancing you mostly and a little bit out into the world. In other words, you're not all out in the world, because that we have to maintain for ourselves. We have to look after ourselves. So in this fact here, it says the answer lies within you. Yes. Recognize that you are in transition and that you are working with your inner power, because that's the star. And the inner power, and the real message of the star, is that you don't give it all away. You keep it for yourself. You grow in that love force. You grow in that essence of being, and that it moves forward. So let's move into the treatment. I know there is one power and one essence, and I know as I speak my word for Christine that, hang on, I'm just going to write that there, that the answer lies within her in the recognition of growth and progress. And that time, this is one of my sayings actually, time is my friend. That is a saying to learn, to really understand that things don't happen like this, but sometimes it does. But mostly when you're working on change, when you're working on growth, when you're looking inside, you've got to recognize time is your friend. And that's what the 13 represents, because you have power here in you. And you've got to learn how to handle that. You've got to learn when to put the power out, when you to hold the power. I really feel you have a lot of healing energy in you, which again goes through the hands, which is twice now tonight. I felt that is that you recognize that how much energy you put out, you must maintain most for yourself right now because you're in transition. Transition is the way you need to go. And for that is really, really important. And so as the treatment comes in with the essence of what I know here, I give thanks in knowing first that you're on the journey. Second, that the answer does lie within you. It's like if you're the captain of a ship, right? An old time boat with the steering wheel. What do they call that anyway? The wheel at the back. I know there's a special name for it. And then as you go forward, you're the one that's choosing your path. And the thing here is to recognize that the path is for you at this point of time. The path is for you to recognize what you're doing, what you're creating, and where you're going. And I give thanks for this because this to me is a lovely combination for a person growing, trusting themselves more, understanding how energy, that they don't give it all away. They don't go, often we get so excited because we learn things and then we want to. So it's like really balancing the world. But I think the big thing here is number 13, the death symbol, that you're on a journey. Your past is the past, but you're not there yet. It's like when the kids were little. When are we there? When are we getting there? Are we there yet? All those comments from the back seat as you're driving along, and you've got another piles of miles or Ks to go, and that's the wonder of it. That's the beauty of it, is the growth of how it all works and where it all goes, and so it works really, really well. I give thanks for this as I release this thought, knowing that Christine is on her way. And we can all celebrate that. And all I can say is be patient and know that you have it within you. Look at healing in your hands, because it's there, definitely there. And it can work really, really well. Bless you and thank you. And I trust you had a good Thanksgiving. Kayla says thanks. Kayla says thanks for continuing to affirm my healing. Yes, of course. Marion says Karen was wrong. I had the wrong number. Yeah, that happens. Change these I get these glasses tightened. It'll help because I certainly see better now. Karen says thanks, Marion. Interestingly, both made sense. Thanks, Norma. Well, that's what happens. I might see it the wrong, interesting way, incorrect way, but it still works. And then Yvonne comes on and says, thank you, Norma. Well, bless you. I knew this was going to be a short night tonight because most people are busy with their Thanksgiving dinners or visiting or whatever. And so I'm just going to talk for a little bit more here in case somebody else does come on in, because usually we go at least a half an hour and we're nearly at 20 minutes. So what's up in my world then? On Wednesday morning, for Norma Talks, we're going to talk about the symbols number 2. Now, I'm contemplating adding the higher arcanas in there as well. I didn't last week, but I can add those in another time. But I think it would add more. So we'll have the lower arcana 2s plus the higher arcana 2s. So that will sort of round it out, I think, a little bit better, because I was looking over, and I thought, yeah, and I know how I was feeling. I was stumbling a lot through that. I didn't like that, but that's okay. That's how it works sometimes, and it's acceptance that we're not all perfect all the time. And so we're going to do that, and then of course Sunday thought comes along, and I always find something that's happening or gone on to give a little thought to. I know not always you guys do, but I know a lot of people watch this after. I just spent this afternoon answering comments from about 2 weeks, I think. And there was a lot of them. And I want to thank you for the comments that you make. I want to thank you for stating what you think or feel or know or whatever, because that is what it's important to me, but it's also important for the channel. Also, thumbs up whenever you put what listening, push a thumbs up. That helps as well. I've also got my person that's in the background that helps me a lot is looking into some other things that will hopefully help the channel. So there's lots of things happening and going on, even though I unfortunately still am working with my own health issues and what's happening and what's going on at times. But that gets tiring, to be honest. And so I'm really, taking it easy when I can, doing what I can, consultations. I've even got a past life regression coming up this coming week. Oh, we're in this coming week already. Yes. So Thursday, I think it is. So I'm looking forward to that. So I want to thank you all for being here tonight. And Christine, you say thank you very much and appreciate it. And I hit the nail on the head. I trust I do that. That's my job. Even though some people don't like what I say, and I know that for a fact, is that I call it as it is. And I've always been like that. A bit of what do they call that? A straight shooter? I guess that's it. Even though I'm very quiet often. But anyway, I want to send you off with love, with knowing that everything is in right order in the world, even though we don't like it sometimes. And we got a couple more weeks to go before I do the tarot reading for November. As you may remember, if you listen to that particular one, it was like I didn't like it because there was no flow. And then I was doing a reading for somebody the other day, and I said, I don't like this. There's no flow in this reading. I went, oh, here we go again. It's hard to read when there's no flow, because you're reading for each symbol. You'll notice I put yours together, make a story. That's what we want. We want a flow to see the story, even if the story is maybe not what exactly you want to hear. But when there's no flow, when there's no real link, and we use joining words to make links, when there's absolutely no flow, it is the hardest thing for a reader to do. Because how do you put this all together? It's like patchwork quilt that won't go together properly. But I've read long enough to know other ways of doing that. So I'm going to send you off with love, with a Thanksgiving wish of prosperity or whatever it is that you need. Most of you seem to need whatever it is. We give it to you. Okay? Take care, enjoy. Well, don't take care. Go have fun. Go play. Go be joyous. Being joyous is really important. And we had enough people here has that 22 with has faith, stepping out, knowing that it will work. The universe has I always say the universe has your back. It's always there. Trust. Well, I'll see you Wednesday. See you Sunday. See you next Monday night. Bye now.